You are listening to the Mango Tea Podcast, where we give you tea with a slice of mango. We are a nonpartisan Caribbean diaspora podcast serving up all the tea on news, culture, and history. This podcast was created for the diaspora to know what's happening in the Caribbean beyond the gossip. Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Mango Tea Podcast. I said I was going to be consistent this year, and this is me being consistent and on video. So for today's episode, I don't know why it took forever and a day for us to get this person on, but the person that actually gave Mango Tea its name, Keisha, is with us today.
I'm here. Yay.
Hi, Keisha. First of all, I want to apologize because it took me forever to have you on, and I'm so excited. Keisha is very opinionated, and she will let you know her opinion to your face.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a great thing. You're Caribbean. Hailing from which island? Let the people know.
TT Trinidad.
But also from the Bronx, which is, I feel like,
from the Big Bronx.
Like not just like, oh, like the new South Bronx that's being gentrified, like the Bronx.
No, I'm from like High Bridge, so not even South Bronx. That's too scary for me. But definitely High Bridge, and then I moved to Gun Hill area, and then I moved back to High Bridge just because it's more affordable. Whatever. But yes, I'm here. Hi, Jody.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, let's get into it because we have a lot to talk about. Because
we do,
as always, the Caribbean. I want better for our people, but we're going to let the diaspora know what's going on. So with that, we're going to start with, we're renaming this segment. It's going to be Caribbean Excellence. And today we're starting with the Super Bowl. And you're like, Jody, why are you starting with the Super Bowl? That's American as hell. Well, there was Louis Cine. He is a Haitian-born safety for the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Philadelphia Eagles just won the Super Bowl.
Congratulations.
So now let's get into the meat of it because we were talking about it before. They also had actually, this is really relevant to the Caribbean. The halftime performance. Kendrick Lamar and SZA performed, and I think everybody knows Kendrick is on a high because he won a bunch of Grammys for a diss track, which is not uncommon because the person he sang about, Drake, also won a Grammy for a diss track, but Drake is also like heavily Jamaican. I would say heavily Jamaican.
Because of his Canadian roots, and
which
Jamaica's heavy in Toronto.
I mean, everyone's like, Drake is a cultural appropriator.
Culture vulture? Yeah.
Culture vulture.
I don't see it.
I feel like this is controversial. I don't give a fuck. Well, I don't care. But I think he's more of a cultural appreciator. But sometimes he goes a little bit too far. What is that Nigerian accent you're doing, Drake? Where did that Jamaican accent
come? Can we also, Drake is an actor. Drake, we remember him from Degrassi, right?
Yes.
I've never watched it, but I just know that he was in the wheelchair half of, I've never watched Degrassi. Please, Jody, do not eye me like that. Do not give me the side eye. But I just know about his character because, hello, he was great. He's an actor, so he can do voices, and he does it so well. And his favorite person is Poppy. He loves Popcorn. I don't know how you guys say it. I feel like everyone says his name differently. I just call him Poppy. See, look.
It's like when you go to the theater, I don't want popcorn. I want popcorn. Episode.
I hate that you guys are so theatric because I've never gone to the movie theater and said, give me some popcorn. I've never, Jody, never.
But it's not theatrics. That's just how we speak. I mean,
you're right.
A very animated people. Yeah.
But
okay. So I think you're in two camps regarding the performance. Either you liked it and loved it, or you hated it. I think it's like, I liked it. I like the symbolism. Also, I like that he had Samuel L. Jackson,
Uncle Sam,
as Uncle Sam, because also some people have called Samuel, and he tweeted about it, that people call him an Uncle Tom. So I think it's poignant. And then SZA, and you were saying that, like, I thought she sounded good. What were your thoughts?
So let me backtrack. Uncle Sam, Samuel Jackson, I felt like he was amazing. I felt like he was almost the highlight of the show. And then SZA, I feel like every time she's in a music video with a male or, whatever artist, and it's always a man, she's naked. So it was honestly refreshing to see her fully clothed. Her pants were pulled up high. She had on full shoes. She had on a full shirt. Sis even had on a jacket. It was giving very much Angela Davis. I love it. Okay. She was fully clothed. And as she was singing, we know she's talented, but she's also very awkward. I didn't even notice. I was like, she's just so beautiful. Her face is beautiful, and she showed her real talent. And I love that for her, and I love that for us, because we don't have to be naked in order to show our talents. And can we also highlight Miss Serena Williams? She's so offbeat, but that little crip walk was cute. That little sea walk was cute. I was like, okay. But I was happy when they took the camera off of her because she was low key embarrassing me.
Wait, Keisha, I want to go back to something you said. Full shoes.
Full
What is full
shoes.
shoes?
She didn't have the bedazzled things between her toes. And she had on full shoes, and it was good to see. Her toes was able to just be wrapped up nicely. Some nice shoes. I feel like she's always naked, and I get it. Sex sells.
Yeah.
But baby, like, come on.
Yeah, but I don't feel like she needs to do all that because she's talented,
She's so talented, but
and it's not like, oh, she's talented and she needs to do the extra to push. I feel like she could go out there in like a cloth, like a sackcloth,
like a muumuu.
Yes, and still be great.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
We loved it. Congrats to the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes. I can't believe I just said that as a Giants fan, but congrats. The Giants will come back.
Jalen Hurts. And wherever he goes, I go.
Oh my God, he is so beautiful.
He's very beautiful as a man. Can we start calling men beautiful? I think they need to hear it. It's one thing to say handsome, cute, but beautiful. They love it, actually. I'm starting to notice that.
I'm going to do that. I just need to find the beautiful men. Anyway, yes. All right, let's get into some tea, some Caribbean tea.
Yes.
All right, so actually, wait, I didn't even put this on here, but can we talk about real quick doubles and how it's great?
I text you. We've been talking about this.
Yeah.
And first of all, doubles is like a national snack, okay, in Trinidad. Like, it's a happy food. It's very simple. Any and everyone can eat it.
Yes.
There's no meat in it. It is a vegan meal. Vegan snack. Go ahead, finish saying what you were saying, because he's rude. So nasty, so rude.
As a Jamaican, my first time in Trinidad in 2018, I went to Carnival. I ate doubles the entire time. Shada Benny, pepper, tamarind. Right. Great. Like, actually, when I came back to Brooklyn, I would go to my local Trini shop, and that's all I would get. Like random, like I go on random walks and be like, "Oh, let me go get some doubles." It's great. Beenie Man albeit he was drinking shots of vodka.
Yeah, because of the game.
And I think he had taken like a pull of weed. So he was under that, because I said it. I said he must be on something, because why would you say that? But he has since come out and said and apologized. I don't know.
I haven't seen it. Well, I'm also not on social media. I'm taking a break, so I haven't seen it. Can you send it to me when when you get the time? Yeah.
But it's like, that was rude.
Very rude. And can we also clarify? I love animals. You cannot give dogs doubles. Their stomach will be in shambles and they will die. People do not give your dog or any type of pet doubles, okay? Because the ingredients will kill your pets. So just clarifying that.
But so for me growing up, and this is probably his Beenie Man's experience as well, it's the dogs get the scraps of whatever you eat. They don't get like specialty dog food. It's like the bone, the chicken bone. Come here, dog.
Yeah. Yes.
Dog. Like Elephant Man did it when he did the Crips episode. What I'm saying? Up to the time. Come here. So,
but that's the scrap. But who's giving a double? That stuff is, well, I think dogs know they can't eat that. Like, you're not giving a dog that type of stuff. So Beenie Man just was very rude. And do they forgive him? Marshall kind of low-key dragged him. Can we also say that? He low-key dragged him.
And also, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but Vybz Kartel did too as well. Because Vybz Kartel, he did an episode of Drink Champs, and I saw a clip, and Nori asked him, like, do you like doubles? He was like, I love doubles.
It
I love
isn't.
doubles.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like people go to Trinidad, especially for carnival time. Please eat doubles. It is
we're getting it in
amazing. It will
effect.
also sober you up a little bit along with corn soup.
Actually, so when I was in Trinidad a couple weeks ago, when we were in Trinidad,
Yeah,
I
we
went
were.
to a fete I went to Out in South, and when I walked in, it was like free corn soup, free doubles. I needed something hot, so I got the corn soup. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and actually, when we were at the airport leaving, after we got like our KFC to come back, we went outside to the doubles room and I got doubles.
Exactly. See, it's food that you can survive off of. So,
Seriously.
Beenie Man, I don't think I'll accept your apology. Just give me time. I need time.
I think he needs to redeem himself. Like he needs to do. If I was his on his PR team, I would make him do like a
Mm-hmm.
segment where he makes doubles, so he sees the hard work that goes into making it and try.
Alongside Marshall.
Oh my god, that'd be great because you know they have a
Right.
song together, right? From
They
like back
do.
in the day. So,
They do.
oh my god, someone call me.
Let's get this going. Let's get this going.
You know they can come on Mango Tea and we can do a doubles making lesson together. All
Yes.
four of oh my god, all four of us. That'd be
I
fabulous.
think it's great. Yeah. Unity.
So speaking of doubles and Trinidad, so we were in Trinidad a couple weeks ago for Soca weekend. The day I landed, I got a notification. So Trinidad is currently in a state of emergency because of heightened crime among gangs. At least that's what they're telling us, right?
Yeah.
It's for a 3 month period and it's going to include carnival season, which state of emergency has never stopped carnival before. It won't stop it now.
No matter the island. No
Facts.
matter the island.
Money is money, culture is culture, but really money is.
Right.
So the good people, I got a notification and it was like, the police commissioner of Trinidad and Tobago has been arrested. I was like, what? That doesn't make no sense. I was like, scrolling through, doesn't make no sense. And it turned out to be true. I feel like it's like high key embarrassing that the national police commissioner herself got
Mm-hmm.
arrested. And it's interesting because she is the first female appointed police commissioner ever in Trinidad. She got appointed in 2023 and she was removed January 31st of this year. She got arrested. I think she got released and she's detained. I think she's like, I don't know if she's like officially fired yet, but she's not going to have a job.
Yeah. So let's say her name. Her name is Mrs. Arla Harwood Christopher.
Yes.
And I feel like she's the original Don Dada. I feel like she I don't know. I feel like she's the original Don Dada. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess it depends on the context. But she was arrested and detained for what exactly?
For obstruction of justice, okay, here's what I have been told and deducing. So
Yes.
Miss Arla is a devoted woman of God. Everybody I spoke to in Trinidad about this, I was like, is this real? Is she corrupt? They're like, no. She's speaking against all of that. She's very like super, those super hardcore Christians, like
Yes.
Christians that be on like, like Utica Avenue, like repent. She's like kind of like
She
that.
scares, yeah, those scare me a little bit. They scare
Same.
me.
So what happened was there were two sniper guns that were imported into the island, and they ended up missing and into the hands of the Strategic Services Agency, which is kind of an intelligence agency similar to like a CIA. Or like a DEA. They were established to fight drug trafficking, crime, and terrorism. However, there is a claim that, and this is where like the circle becomes complete and the web begins. There is a claim that the Strategic Service Agency has been infiltrated by a cult. And I don't know who's writing this. I think it's Tyler Perry or some playwright. They allege that the agency has been infiltrated by a cult and they're stockpiling weapons and ammunition and they're on a mission to overthrow the government of Trinidad and Tobago. And I mean, at first you may be like, what they asked?
Mm-hmm. Basically.
In the news, there was an attempted coup of the government that was televised, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like not far fetched ish, but So they're like, she misbehaved, she obstructed justice, and she enabled the delivery of these rifles to this organization, to the agency, and everyone's being questioned and all that. I don't know, like you see how the women behind me are just like, like my brain is just like
Maybe the state of emergency was towards her because I don't understand what is going on. Like, I really don't. She definitely is making money on the side. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Let me say that because the story is not 1 + 1 is equaling 5 right now.
that's true.
So she's doing something on the side that is not Christian like, I must add. And I want them to get to the bottom of this.
Yes.
Do I feel like she's guilty? I don't know.
Time will tell. The evidence will tell. Maybe not. I
Right.
mean, some people are saying it's a setup because she's
Maybe.
going up against a machine because Trinidad is there is a lot of corruption there, as with other countries and islands, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Others are saying, like you said, that she's not as squeaky clean as she comes off to be. So
Yeah.
this is going to be a developing story for the coming weeks. I feel like even for the Caribbean, I feel like it's something big happens and then it kind of falters out. You don't really hear about it.
Yeah. Another issue will come up, come out and then they kind of forget about it.
Yeah, because like this is an election year for Trinidad as well,
It is. It
too.
is.
So, and I think this is going to be a part of the election talk, but it may get deeper down because the
Mm-hmm.
economy is not doing well at all. And I think it goes into like our next segment about Petro Jam signing
Mm-hmm.
an oil deal.
Yes.
So this is like, okay, so let me tell you about. So I was in Trinidad with Ariel, and I had asked her about like why her family, because her family is from. I feel like most Trinis that I know, their family comes from Grenada. They have roots in Grenada.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is that happening? And one of her family members was like, well, Trinidad was an economic or is an economic powerhouse of the Caribbean. There's a lot of opportunities there. So people flock there and go there just for economic opportunities, similar to how a lot of us immigrants come to the US or go to the UK.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, or a regional powerhouse. Trinidad has oil. Also, I went to Pitch Lake. Sorry.
Oh my God, isn't it? It's amazing. I feel like it's like a science project on crack. I love it.
It was literally my childhood dream to go to
Yeah.
Pitch Lake. I've always wanted to go. I feel like every
Amazing.
time I've been to Trinidad, I've only ever been able to go to like stay in like the up and town north, like
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
that. And I finally got to go south, like officially south. So like, so good.
But did you have the guy as a tour guide or did you have a woman?
I had a woman.
He's like I forgot his name. I have to look it up. Older gentleman. He's always on YouTube and he's been doing it for years and years and years. I was hoping you had him, but he's amazing. He's like in his 60s and
Oh
he's
my
just
god.
walking faster than us and moving and grooving. I'm like, I love him.
I got to go in like the water,
Oh, you put your feet in?
my whole body in, girl. My
Excuse me.
whole body went in, and I was like, I want to go to Pitch Lake. I want to do the
That's
whole water.
amazing.
I was like, Ariel was like, "Are you okay?" I was like a kid in a candy store. I was loving
Yeah, I
it.
did. I did actually during carnival season, so I did it last year, which is amazing.
So good. Like I feel like everyone that goes, I feel like Carnival is always like Port of Spain, all this stuff. I feel
Hmm.
like it's really important as Caribbean people or appreciators or lovers of Carnival or the Caribbean
Yes.
to go to some of these cultural places. Like
Hmm.
go, like yes, go to a fete, but go to Pitch Lake, go
Pitch
to the
Lake,
sea
yes.
fighting, like
Go to the falls. I know everyone want to go to Maracas, but also if you just drive maybe 15 minutes further up, you can go to Las Cuevas, which is the caves, and it's beautiful. Grab your food in Maracas and head up there, and it's a different type of experience. So
yes,
do
yes.
more during carnival season. I get traffic, but definitely do more.
Because also, I feel like as you get older, and if you go to a lot of like, I feel like if you go to Trinidad Carnival a lot, I feel like
Hmm.
it all becomes kind of the same. Like it's
Yeah,
fun and
redundant.
exciting, but I feel like there's more to do and explore on the island. And
Right.
also like Trinidad, Lost Tribe did a collection once on birds of Trinidad. There's like Trinidad is
That
famous,
was last year.
yeah, and the costumes are beautiful as always. Shout out to Val, but
Yes.
yeah, explore more of Trinidad. Anyway, So Trinidad is known as an oil producing country, right? So come to like I feel like that week it was just like I was just like, what is going on in Trinidad? And this kind of like put this is like the cherry on top. So they made a deal with the Jamaican government owned oil, petroleum, and refinery company, Petro Jam, that would have Trinidad oil going to Jamaica to be refined to go back to Trinidad for use. And you may be like, what? So raw oil that
Money.
comes out of the earth, you can't just use it so. It needs to get,
Yeah,
wash. So they go,
basically.
yes. So it's interesting that and then you're like, why doesn't Trinidad have its own refinery? So they did.
Then.
Corruption, mismanagement, tomfoolery, all that happened, and they closed
Mm-hmm.
down. I think it was called Petro Trini 18, Petro Trin, due to just like poor governance and waste. And they broke it up into four companies, with none of them doing really oil refinery. So it's in Jamaica. And my thoughts on that deal was shout out to my people.
I'm waiting for you to say how much this is worth because I'm waiting to clutch my pearls.
The deal is worth 90 million US dollars.
US dollars.
And when I saw the number, it didn't like because I feel like most times they put like the local dollars then the brackets
Mm-hmm.
US dollars, 90 million US. 90 million US. So,
Yeah.
what I'm wondering, does this mean like I think with the combination of the state of emergency and then with this deal with Jamaica, is Trinidad losing its power as a regional economic powerhouse?
Might. They might be losing their power just a little bit. I feel like they need, I don't want to say better people in government because sometimes it's just foolery within the government in Trinidad. They need to do something. They're losing out on so much money. And the island needs the money regardless.
Which is like I can't fathom sometimes the country's struggling because they're so rich in resources and like
Mm-hmm.
I think Trinidad should not be. I mean, albeit the roads are great, and I think it's very developed compared to a lot of other countries, but they should not be in debt as an oil producing country. And I get that, like, you have moments in time where the oil is selling low and all that, but you should not be. I think, in theory, oil producing countries should be the richest countries in the world. Trinidad should be one of the richest countries in the world.
Should be. But someone's dropping the ball and they need to get to the bottom of it.
My uncle used to say, in regards to certain political parties, he's like, everybody thief, but
Mm-hmm.
some people thief and then just keep the money to themselves. Other
Yeah.
people thief, but them thief and share.
Mm. I like that. Okay.
And I feel like a lot of what's going on in the government right now, it's like, or in the past, it's been like thief. It used to be thief and share because their Trinidad's like universities free, or at least
Mm-hmm.
it used to be free. Then you have to pay a little bit now, but like that's to me that's thief and share.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
just thief and they're keeping it in the pocket.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, I feel like this is a win for Jamaica.
It is, but I mean, the future prime minister came out and said,
Mm-hmm.
yes, we're doing the deal, but Trinidad still remains a huge import partner for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel like you probably know Jamaicans to complain about this. A lot of the snacks we grew up with, like cheesies, cricks, and all those, growing up, I thought those were made in Jamaica. I did not know they were made in Trinidad. Like Bigfoot,
Even
like
down to Vibes Cartel drink. His what is it, rum?
yeah,
His rum is made
in
in
Trinidad.
Trinidad.
I thought it was done in Jamaica. It's made in Trinidad.
It's made in Trinidad. It says it on the bottle. It is made in Trinidad. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I mean, I know like there's been a drought in Jamaica, but
Rain Nephew has been struggling.
yeah, I know that like outside of Ray and Nephew, there's like independent rum produce. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's made in
Wow.
Jamaica. I mean, it's made in Trinidad, yes.
You know, I saw it in duty free, and I was like, I'm not gonna get it. I'll
I'm
probably wait
proud
to
of you.
go to Jamaica, and no, I'm like, wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Trinidad have some trick up their sleeve. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. But I haven't tried his rum. I'm hearing it's really strong. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means.
Like you need to compare it on a scale of all the wrongs. Like, is it stronger than
Yes,
Punchin? Is it stronger than Ray and Nephew? Is it stronger than Rivers?
Rivers.
What's the one
Yeah.
in Vincent? I heard that one
I
is like,
uh that one, yes. Matthew told me that one is really strong. I can't remember the name. But speaking of vibes, he had a concert during Carnival. They moved it.
okay, as a Jamaican that loves soca,
Mm-hmm.
I was upset when they announced that he was going to perform on Carnival Friday. I mean, also I like hearing dancehall during Carnival, right? I like hearing it during the fete, all that.
Yes, Fets, yes.
Like I feel weird saying this, but I feel like in Trinidad, outside of Carnival season, all they play is dancehall and
Dance
trip.
hall, yes.
I feel like to preserve the culture, and also, people are coming there for Carnival. They want to hear soca or chutney, which
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you about. I heard
Or
a
or
chutney.
dare or Danny segment, any other type of soca other than dancehall, because I feel like dancehall just kind not kills the vibe, but the vibe is different when you
Yes,
play the when you.
yes, it's a very different vibe. I mean, also a good vibe, but very
Yes.
different. I mean, I feel like during trip, like I'm really glad the concert got moved, but also the co-headliner Yankee Boy, when he was like, "Oh, Vibes Cartel's performing, I'm gonna go on a hunger strike," and then he got booked for the event, which was
Right, and then now it's crickets. Now it's crickets. Now he has his money.
yeah. But I think strategically for the tourism sector in Trinidad, and just from like a capacity perspective, it's a smarter move to move it to
It
May
is. Yeah.
because I think flights to Trinidad for Carnival now. I think after the pandemic, they just said it was like, oh, this is the price, gone through the roof, like through the roof. I remember my first time going to Trinidad. My flight was like $600.
Round trip during carnival season. During
Yes,
carnival season. Okay.
during Carnival season, six hundred
Yeah.
dollars round trip. I was looking to go in 2020 before I was looking to go in 2021 before the pandemic, and
Mm-hmm.
those flights were like start, and it was early in the season, like $1,200, $1,300. I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like I saw the other
ridiculous.
day for coming like 2000.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So I think doing it in May is a good move. And I think from an economic perspective, thinking back to like when Butcher came out
Mm.
and he did his concerts, which were, I think, amazing, those were like a huge boost in the economy for all the
Mm-hmm.
countries. Because when he did his Freedom concert in Jamaica, it was right after Trinidad Carnival. I went and it was like all the flights are packed everywhere, but it wasn't overwhelming. There was like a sense of calm
Mm-hmm.
too. And I feel like but Vibes Cartel I think is a little bit more popular than Buju with different crowds. And I think
Mm-hmm.
for like when he did his Freedom concert in December, it was successful, but I told everybody was coming to me, Jody, are you going? Jody, are you going? Jody, I was like,
I
no,
even asked you, yes.
absolutely not. Because Christmas in Jamaica traditionally is a super, super busy time and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
everybody's out and about. And then to do a concert, a Vibes Cartel concert. I remember when they had the Buja concert, the
Mm-hmm.
next day, the star said, Vibes Cartel's concert is going to be so popular, we're getting requests from Jupiter. I kid you not, this is a headline.
The dramatics. The dramatics. Like,
We got to talk about one more thing. Road March, Trinidad Road March. I think it's two big contenders right now.
only two, because there's really no. I feel like this is honestly Young Brothers Carnival. I've heard Greatest Bend Over about 50 million times, and I can continue to hear it 50 more times, 50 more million times.
Keisha, how many times a day do you listen to that song?
I probably made it number one because I've been promoting it. I remember I played it on my story in different ways, different outlets, and one of our friends said, "Keisha, enough already,
Because I
enough."
actually discovered the song because of you on your story.
Yes, I've played it.
Okay.
I love that song. It makes me happy. But I feel like there's not enough power. I know people want power. I'm a groovy girl. I'm a lover. I love, I want to find my fet husband. I want to find my road husband, and I can't find that with power. So groovy is my go-to. As for the two contenders,
Bungie Garland, Harriet, Marshall Montano, Party. All right, let me tell you why Party's gonna win it.
I knew you were gonna piss me off. I knew you were gonna piss me off, but go ahead.
Okay. All right. So Soca weekend for me, it was super last minute. I did not like the week before. You couldn't tell me I was gonna go. It was super last minute, and I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it just all worked out. And I knew. I think the only song I knew going into that weekend was "Greatest Over," and I was like,
You're
just
welcome.
like go dry, just like follow the vibe, have fun. And during Soca, Bungie performed "Carry It," and Marshall. I don't even think that was a performance. That was an experience. I think, okay, first of all, it's Marshall Montano, right? The king of soca. He came on, everyone was shocked. And when he performed Party, I think the party changed to something on a
Really?
higher level. It was like Carnival Spirit was like, I'm here, girls, let's go. And he performed that. He performed the song twice. I think
Yes.
Carrier is good, but I think the energy of Party is on a higher level.
Because
Carrier is a great song. Great.
I prefer Carry It because of I think it's more of the when the beat drops and it just makes me hype and I can actually understand what he's saying. Even though I've heard even our friends, call Bungie a soca rapper. And I hate that for him. But I get it. Party, but I feel like Marsha just has a hold on his audience. Regardless of what he comes out with, they're gonna love it. So I prefer Carry It. I hope it wins, but I already know Party is in the bag. Party's in the
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah. I
Sad to
think,
say.
and I think especially in the times we're living
Mm-hmm.
where it's like back in the day, it's like, you're struggling, but you can make it. I feel like
Yeah.
everyone's really struggling. Everyone's really just in light of like what's going on in the world and all
Mm-hmm,
that.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Party just takes you out of that and puts you just, you wanna jump up, you wanna party, you wanna,
Yeah.
get out of the depression and walk into
Yeah.
joy. Like it's great.
Yeah, he got his degree. He was in school. He told us he's going to focus on his studies, and he did that, and he came back with Party.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I guess, can I see myself crossing the stage to that? Even though I'm not doing Carnival this year because we did Soca, I'm not doing Carnival. Is it crossing the stage worthy?
If
Jody, I
party
don't
isn't
like that
crossing
song.
stage worthy, then what is?
No, I can't see myself doing Carry It. I don't, we need more songs. I feel like it's still kind of early because Carnival's late this year, but I wish they played a little bit more songs. Like I did not hear Ding Dong Throwback. Do you know that song?
No, I don't. Be
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. I wish I could play it now, but that song didn't get played at Soca. And it's a great song. It's a happy song. I don't like Party. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. Please throw your tomatoes at me. I do not like Party. I cannot. It's cute. It's cute, but I don't like it.
What don't you like about it? Because
I
again,
feel
I
like it's
feel
been
like
done already. I feel like I've heard that kind of song from him already. I'm tired. I'm tired.
it does give. A little nostalgia is cool.
I need more. I need more from that song. It's nah, not for me. I'll pick Carry It.
Okay. So we have we're like probably 30 days out from Carnival Monday and Tuesday. I think Carnival Monday, Tuesday. I think you want to carry it and I just want to party and we're going to see who wins.
Basically,
Unless
we'll come back. We'll debrief. Yeah.
unless like someone comes in at the last minute and just destroys the place. Like, I know she doesn't do her husband is in it, but I would love like a Fayan come back with a power soaker.
Patrice. I need a woman on the ballot. Like, I need a woman there. I don't care who it is. Nyla, you can actually sit down for this one. I'm sorry. Nyla, just your cute little self, just sit down. But I need like a powerhouse, like a Destra. Bring back Destra because when Lucy came out, we
God,
were all Lucy.
listen, that song. I feel like if there's ever like like the Caribbean Music Awards that they hold every year, they need to give Destra like an honorary
They
award
do.
for that
They
song
do.
because it is so like people I know that don't listen to soca, they know Lucy,
Lucy.
and they're like, that song changed my life. It's about my growth.
Yes, because we can relate to it. Like I was a good girl, but yeah, as I grow up, I want to just be myself. I want to party. I want to let it go. I want to just have a time with no judgment.
You know what it reminds me of? Church Girl by Beyonce. I think it's like the soul
Okay.
version.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
like you have your foreign cousin that's like,
Hmm.
bougie, and then you have like your cousin in Trinidad,
Yes.
but they're
Yes.
like
Yes.
connected together. I think
Hmm. I can see that.
Lucy and Church Girl were like the favorite cousins. Like, I see
I
it.
see that.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
But no, I would also love some like younger talent because I feel like Bungie and Marshall have been in the business forever. I would love room
They
for
need to
like
sit.
younger talent too. I mean, Voicey, love voice.
I love voice, but I feel like Trinidad has a lot. Their music is also very political, and they can never just give the older artists time to just sit down and let them just retire. They still have to work. And I wish Voice would come out, Ding Dong. Who else? There was like a list I had of like artists that I don't really hear anymore. And I really wish and they come out with great music. But all we hear is Marshall and Bungie and maybe a little bit of Voice. And Kess. Kess we hear a lot. So
I mean, I know he's gonna have like a celebrate Brooklyn or something event coming up. Again, I would love
mm-hmm.
to see younger talent. Like you know what? I thought that maybe like Lady Lava would do like a Power Soca song, and then that would be like a moment. Like that would be cool.
But she might be too vulgar. She's a little too vulgar for
True,
for
true.
for Trinidad. Oh. Like other islands can like Dominica, they can play that type of, I hate to say raunchy music, but Trinidad's not going for it. St. Lucia, you know how many times I heard, what is it? Lick it, lick it, lick it. I forgot.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'm saying the girl on the road. Trinidad will
I
have a
love
heart
it.
attack. We're all getting arrested.
I love that song. But we'll see. Like even like a Tempa. I would love if Tempa did like a Road March song.
Yeah,
Love it.
but
Yeah.
that's she. But I guess the way she look won't really work. Is I keep saying it's political. It is. You have to fit their image. If you don't fit their image, it's not gonna work. So like I
Reminds me
said,
of
I just need a Patrice or a Destra
yeah.
to come out with a song, or Fayen, or even her sister. That they don't even like each other, but they should come out with a song together.
So with that, Keisha, what's your favorite mango?
I love them all. I love all mangoes. I don't discriminate. I love them all.
That should be a quote for the Caribbean. We love them all.
We love them all.
And then what's your favorite tea?
My favorite tea. So I went to Seychelles last year and I bought a strawberry tea and it is divine. It's like I bought two. So it was strawberry and it was like a vanilla. The strawberry is just so rich and it's just so
Is it
smooth. I
like
love
super
it. And it's
sweet?
not sweet. No, it's not sweet.
Are you sharing?
I'll give you like two tea bags because I love you. Just two. I'm never going back to Seychelles ever again.
Wait. Okay.
Just that kind of like a Caribbean island. It's like a Caribbean island. That's what it is. Yeah, but the
Very
experience was
familiar.
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait. I'm excited. I'm going to get to you. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining this episode and having Keisha on. Oh my gosh. You can follow us at Mango Tea Podcast on all social media platforms, and you can listen to us on all streaming platforms. Be sure to share with your friends, your auntie, your cousin, the cousins that you don't talk to anymore because the family was fighting over land. Share it with them too. All right.
And the sisters you don't talk to either.
We'll talk soon.